playing now. Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky.
now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on.
say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike.
54. Check, check, 154, 154. Push him back. Push him back.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Mark 54. Mark 54. Mark, you got it, Frank? Right there. Bishop.
Y'all calling me crazy when a been ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair this wavy, and a been shopping all day, no Macy. Hop out first lady, you can't date me. Look at your savings, you still waiting, still blowing out daisies, counting on daydreams. Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hazy, no baby. Like Jay-Z, crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hazy, no baby, no crazy. None of you go crazy. Now I'm more crazy. Then I ball like Spalding. Can't call my bluff when it's my calling.
Here we go, strike. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, go.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
It's now second and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
We own it.
Ready.
There. 56 for Mark, 56. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office to stamp in time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't buy
I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city. I bring on.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodshot cause I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind.
Check.
your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade you, then upgraded the world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus, an underconductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy think they with me. Yeah, crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not.
in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with it too. I'm painted out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no...
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell not stop.
Complete to Travis Kelce. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At the Falcons' 19-yard line.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work back to the clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work back to the clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you this gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work back to the clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Let's go. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. Am the first. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the first. Remember me.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gone
tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a bitch and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my concert, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what?
I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now.
Configure the road I travel, don't grab it, that's probably baffling. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it call for the tab, extra with the bag, young Cruz a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands out here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven and then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese every day that I wake up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The Cunningham's throw taken in by Moss. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A play fake. Now Cunningham.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Allen going to go on fourth down. Sanders has it over the middle.
And he is going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Hines. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nyheim Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson.
Finding room at midfield. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And they take him down. the Bills get to him. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to...
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get 'em picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's a man who started as a Buffalo Bill, Marshawn Lynch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The 4-time Pro Bowler Herman Moore, his first grab of the game.
Led the league in receptions twice. And just think about, he was the game plan. When you had to line up against Detroit, circle him, find a way to stop him, and rarely did teams get that done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. That throw by Brady incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And no hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Hines. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This is Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Allen going to try and keep it. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hines. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On play action, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A gain of 3, second down. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitsky. And his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is playing, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. They run again with Hines. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Allen now on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And again, it's Allen. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Brady, open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The middle, it's Lynch. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This is caught. Touchdown. Tony Gonzalez. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Willis going to throw it right away. Pass is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Play fake. Here's Willis. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, Willis. Flush to his right. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Willis will look to throw on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. ETN up the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Rolling to his right. Sanders with a catch along the sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Again, it's Willis to throw it. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnson. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd and very short, Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They run with Hines. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the air, Allen. It's Kelsey on the ground. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Allen going to throw. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Stevie Johnson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Willis on 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Play action, Willis sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete there to Johnson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Willis. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Taysom Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Hines. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The first down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 26, check 26. No. Check. Check 5 wide.
This is Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
To Johnson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Check. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
Allen. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing, Willis. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Here's Willis. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Throwing is Allen. Flush to his right. He's got Johnson, and he'll have a first down here up past the 30, but he's brought down in bounds. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This from 55 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, but they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Toss wide side. This is Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The 71 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Johnson on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now it's Hines, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Allen. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll just get rid of it. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I
had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great game that we bore witness to. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Rolling to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Willis will look to pass again here.
Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the play.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from floor seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First play from scrimmage. It's Culpepper.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, I think he's got it. He does. A diving grab by Green. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 40 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Green, 35 yards.
And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Allen off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense,
less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Naeem Hines taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Hines, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
They run again with Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Naeem Hines with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bills have moved out in front. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. He's got room at the 30. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Culpepper out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A.J. Green with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football out of quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Allen. The Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. 28 yards as they have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, Culpepper. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Green brings it in. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick completion here to Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On play action, Allen. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the six-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll roll him out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. Now you got caught in between and created a foul.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They run with Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. And he'll get this down only to the 18. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. C.J. Ham punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. After the big play, a chance to finish now on. And Johnson is in for a New England touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point. And this is going to be a delay of game.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bills 38, Patriots 28. Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look.